Hello, welcome to the annual Feng Shui report. Hopefully, you see the scrolling thing below. Visit my site, www.themoontree.org, to download this page, this free guide here. And this is what we're going to be talking about today. We are ushering in the new year of the snake. We're going to talk about the best places in your house this year, and of course, the worst places in your house this year. So hopefully you got your page printed off and you can follow along with me. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching. I know a lot of people will watch the replay later, and that is so cool. Imagine this grid of 9 squares over top the house. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. So let's talk about things in order of good to bad. Best place in the house this year is definitely the southwest. Southwest is best. So in my southwest corner, it actually is, the corner southwest. It's a good spot here to put your entrepreneurial hat on. And if you are an entrepreneur, a home business owner, put your work desk here, okay? And activate wealth. You can activate wealth by just hanging out more in the Southwest this year, too. Doing your money related activities, your budget, your calling the banks, or whatever, money stuff, paying bills, all that as well. Um, Very good too for the mother of the house, the mom of the house. Um, just a good spot there, southwest. And so you can also put your biggest tree there. I have a huge money tree. Um, it's almost to the ceiling. And actually, I think it is to the ceiling. It's been growing over the years. And it's kind of wild. It's not all tied up into braids or nothing. It's just, I just let her go. And really enjoying the Southwest anyway. But this year, it's just good to have it there in the Southwest. Your biggest, liveliest tree plant, the biggest plant. Very good there to activate wealth in the Southwest. Now, you can also activate by placing an aquarium. Doesn't have to have fish. Bigger the aquarium, bigger the wealth money, right? Like a big water feature can help as well. But if you don't like water, or like you don't want to have an aquarium, um, you can put something in the Southwest that activates through movement. Like, okay, a fan. I like to put my essential oil diffuser, you know. Maybe you could put a humidifier there. Maybe you have an air machine, an air filtration machine. That would be good as well. And so this can help activate too. And then you can always put some wealth crystals, the citrine, the yellow, yellow citrine is good activator, wealth activating one, fool's gold, the wealth crystals as well. So that's the Southwest is best, number 8. And in numerology, the 8 actually means money and wealth. Now, another good one is the 1 star, as you'll see in your chart, the number 1. And so that's in the southeast. This is good for networking, for finding supportive mentors, for finding the right people. Um, you know, you can do your Zoom meetings here maybe, or in the southeast with the 1. You could create lead magnets to get more people to see you, right? Lead magnets here, maybe some social media lives once in a while there too. Sometimes do it in the Southwest and sometimes do it in the Southeast, and just test it out. Which one's better for your social media? Like, do you get more people when you go in the Southeast, or do you get more people this year when you go in the Southwest? So, try it out, try things. It's good to try in these good areas. So you can make phone calls here in the southeast. Keep it well lit this year, and also it has the peach blossom this year, which brings love, romance. So southeast is good too this year to put a vase of fresh flowers, not fake, fresh flowers in the southeast can be very helpful to activate some of those good vibes too. So southeast is good too. Just don't face your desk. If you do put your work desk in the southeast, don't face it exactly towards the southeast, because then you're face to face to the Grand Tai Sui this year. Um, and he doesn't like that when you're staring directly at him. Okay. So kind of tilt it, like don't stare straight southeast facing, because you're looking eye to eye to Tai Sui this year. So, by the way, the southeast isn't the best area for snake born people. Like, hopefully my son Hunter will be all right because he's a snake like me. We're both born in a year of the snake, and so his room is the southeast. So, but it does cut off in his room to a different part that's good too. So maybe I'll put his bed and stuff in the other side of the room, which is getting more into the south quadrant of our house. And I'll talk about the south six later. Okay, so we've got here learning and academics. If you're a studier or you want to learn a course or you want to teach and you want to learn, very academic, this is the west. Third best in to me area. This is really good for the family members, like your school children, to study something, to read their books, to do some work. West is good for that this year. Very good for retaining knowledge, the academic, the learning. You could meditate here too for activating some nice healing mental vibes, right? This learning and growth, self improvement sort of a vibe too. You could do yoga here maybe as well in the West. You could put your bookshelf here. In fact, I'm going to be moving my bookshelf, which is currently in the north because last year it was good there. And this year I'm going to put it in the west side of the west quadrant, the west square of my house. Okay, I'm going to put my bookshelf here. Hey, nice to see you. Hi, Donna. Donna says, wow, I am here. Okay, I made it. Happy dance. Yay, Donna. Good. Awesome. So glad to see you. All right. So we're talking about, the feng shui for 2025, and you can watch the replay and make sure you download your free guide. See this scrolling thing on the bottom? Go to my site, www.themoontree.org, to download your feng shui guide, print it off, follow along with me. It looks like this. Okay, the fourth best place is the south square of your house, the south quadrant. And so the South is supportive. People here too. This is about more like learning, though, or I should say, listening more to your mentors, your higher ups. This is where if the boss wants to talk to you, go into this area, the South, for, these authority people that might be calling you this year. Okay. They can, you could be more favorable to the higher ups when you're talking to them in the South kind of feeling. Um, it can be good for communications too this year. You might want to try doing a live broadcast from the South as well. We talked about the other two places, but could try the South too and just test it all out, right? Test one in the Southwest, test one in the South, test one in the Southeast, and see if you get more people, which area is best for that. Okay, just wanted to let you know that's the South. Now, this is a good area for women in politics, okay? To establish leadership. There's a leadership vibe in the South this year with that six, establishing leadership. Okay. And it's kind of an earth element thing too. Like you could add some earth elements. You could add some terracotta here, right? That's earthy. You like clay, pottery, that kind of feeling. Or your crystals, big black tourmaline, or whatever. These big crystals here could be good in the South this year. Okay. Now we're going to get into the nine. This is funny because some feng shui analysts say, ooh, the nine's great, 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 which it usually is because the nine brings fame and recognition. And it's pretty special because we're in period nine now. We just started, and that's for the next 20 years. Same as like saying Pluto's in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Same thing. Period nine. So the nine star usually is good, but this year in 2025, it's in the same spot in the east as the three killings star. So I believe three killings can be easily activated and give you problems. So although in the past, we'd always want to go after that nine, this year might not be so safe. I'm going to say this is a 50-50 because of that three killings. So this is the east area. you know The three killing stars dampening the nine's power in the East this year, unfortunately, because it would have been awesome. But here's what we do: we don't renovate here. We could make maybe a few sales calls here and there, maybe, and just test it out a little bit, but don't stimulate it too much, I would say, because the three killings is easily aggravated. Now, I took Feng Shui certification, all this stuff from Dado Joey. Yeah, I believe he's one of the best in bringing Feng Shui mainstream. And this is not fast food Feng Shui, where, as you can see already, we're talking about the flying stars. This isn't about painting your wall blue and expecting your money to fall from the tree. No, it doesn't work that way. This is about using the ancient numerology mixed. It's the energy of man here in the environment, the 3D world. So I just want to put that out there. That this can be good also if you were wanting to conceive a baby. That's one good place for the East this year if you're wanting to conceive. By the way, if you are trying to conceive a baby, do it in the East and do it on a day that adds up to 5. So the 5th of the month, the 14th of the month. Okay. On a day that adds up to 5, you will have much, much, much better luck conceiving. Okay, so that's the East. Now I get into the bad stars. Ooh. I'm going to talk about the worst first, okay? Right underneath your chart, right underneath the graph, I put it here. The worst. It's black. I'm sorry, but it's the 5 yellow star, which we always have to be careful. If you're a master feng shui, you can use the 5 for wealth, but don't do that because we're not masters, okay? It involves a lot of different finding the right day, doing the right thing. There's an activation code and blah blah blah. But here's the thing: the 5, it comes in the Northeast this year. So Northeast sucks. Very misfortunate, your Northeast corner. Unfortunate for me as well because that's our bedroom. Not the whole bedroom because it's a big bedroom. It starts to cut off into, the east. But I'm just saying, it's not cool if you have to sleep there. It's not cool if your front door is northeast either. Use another door. I'm probably going to be sleeping more in other bedrooms in the house this year because of that northeast 5 star, which is right next to the east of the 9. That what we talked about, 3 killings. That northeast east sector there. Ooh. So, but there's some remedies here. Okay. First of all, it's best to avoid it completely. There's a lot of people that practice feng shui that if their bedroom's in the 5, they don't sleep there. They just don't. They ignore it. They leave it. They leave the 5 alone because it has been shown to cause a lot of misfortune, illness, calamities, just accidents, everything. Like if your life feels crappy, check your northeast this year. In 2025, after February 4th, when the new year happens here, which is in a few days, and let's say a few months from now, you're realizing, holy moly, my life sucks. Well, make sure you're not sleeping in the northeast, that your front door is not in the northeast. That's one of the main things to check first, okay? Use a different door, use a different bedroom, or put your bed where in a different area. There's ways if you have to sleep there, right? Now, the best remedy is metal. Do you have a safe? Those big metal safes that you put your belongings in or whatever? The 30-kilogram weights, these big pieces of metal. That's what you want to put in the northeast corner this year to help. Your gym weights, for example, your dumbbells, bronze statues, whatever metal you can find, and make sure you put your saltwater cure in there, right? Look up saltwater cure online. It involves the Chinese brass coins with rock salt and water in a jar. Anyways, check saltwater cures work very good. But you could do that too, to help neutralize the 5 star this year. Okay, so that's the worst. That's the worst place, Northeast. Have to do stuff about it. have to do that. Okay. Now, in the middle this year, right in the middle quadrant, the middle area of your house is the 2 star, which is bad too. It can bring illness. Sometimes, though, because we're in period 9, it can bring wealth. But like I said, we're not masters here. So we have to be careful. So the 2 is keep it on the safe side and keep it quiet. Don't renovate. Don't be noisy here right in the middle of your house, as much as you can. Don't instigate, take out the fan and take your fan that's in the middle of your house and put it in the southwest instead, for example. Right? We're trying not to stimulate the 2 star too much here. Another place to put metal. Okay, so get your large metal objects here too. Biggest metal in the northeast, and then your lesser metal in the middle can help a lot this year for you, and a saltwater cure. Bigger the better too. The big jars of saltwater cure is best. Okay, so that's the number 2. Now, next one is the 3 star. It's kind of bad too, and it's in the northwest. I'm actually sort of in the northwest quadrant of my house right now, but it's not February 4th yet. So it can cause arguments here, legal battles, misunderstandings, especially for the man of the house. The best thing to do to remedy this 3 in the northwest is fire. Light candles. Put a red light that's on all the time, a red light bulb. Or like if you have one of those salt lamps that's red salt lamps with a red light would be kind of double goodness there. Fiery, right? You're putting fire. Don't put metal here and don't put wood here. No wood. No. So I have a big tree here in the northwest. I got to move it. I got to move it somewhere else, not in this northwest. I had to, and I have a lot of I see in my northwest corner, I have a lot of oracle cards, tarot cards. That's all made out of paper, comes from wood, in a wood cabinet. Yeah, I got to do something here. I even got a wood frame. See, last year I think I was supposed to have wood. That's why there's so much wood there. I got to change that today. Northwest, no wood. Put fire here, the red light stuff, the candles, the red light in the northwest instead. See, I got to change that. All right. That's the arguments in the northwest. Oh, another thing too is don't put metal here and remove any knives. If you have knives here or sharp objects, remove them too because they signify metal, sharp, argumentative metal, fighting metal, right? So move that out. And you could put a saltwater cure here too. Anywhere in the black there, the dark ones here, all these dark numbers here, all on the north side, by the way, and then one in the middle. That's all saltwater cure. One in each quadrant would be very good. Okay. Finally, the 7. Okay. This is in your north. So in my north, I have a door to the backyard. We have to be careful this year. Keep it locked. Have some security cameras, especially if you have a door in the north, especially if it's your front door. You need extra security this year because of theft possibilities here. Extra security locks, maybe a doorbell cam, things like that in the north. If your door is in the, if in the north quadrant of your house. So this can be good though for lawyers. See, the 7 talks and can argue. I can not argue, we'll say debate. It's a communication number in Feng Shui. So the 7 can bring good for broadcasters, for lawyers, that kind of vibe. Or it can also be good for counseling, doing your counseling. If you're a counselor, a psychotherapist, something like that, you could do some sessions in your north quadrant because it makes people more open to communications. So there's too many ifs with the 7 in the north this year, so I'm sort of going to just avoid it, not really stimulate it. And I usually love doing my lives in the north, all these things in the north, so I probably won't do as much this year in the north. I'll try doing a lot of stuff in the southwest, which is best, remember at the beginning of the show, and in the south and in the southeast. Those three areas, all the south stuff is good this year, basically. All right. Did we have any questions? Let me know. Okay, so what's next? Well, I did do the um, year of the snake video for all signs. And now let's talk about that for a quick sec. Go on Joey App's calculator, joeyapp.com/Botsy, Bazi, or find a Chinese calculator. Don't just look it up online. Go on a calculator, Chinese zodiac calculator, and input your information. And then you'll get to see what sign you are. So, for example, I was born in a year of the. I was born at a time where, because I'm in January, right? I was born in January, which is the cutoff period. So even though 78 was the year of the horse, I think 78 was year of the horse, I think, because I'm born in January, it hadn't happened yet. So I'm still 77 technically. So year of the snake. So that's why you got to use a calculator, especially if you're born in January or February, because you're likely the year before, right? And that's important to know. And I'll tell you why. The snake has friends. We're in the year of the snake, 2025, okay? The snake has friends. There is a triad, a buddy system here in Chinese astrology. So the snake has an ox as a friend and a rooster. The snake, ox, and rooster are buddies. So if you are an ox, born in the year of the ox, born in the year of rooster, or born in the year of snake, this year's a good year for you. Okay. Um, and if you're a monkey, you're taking along with this triad and you're catching some of their good vibes too. So monkey can have good luck this year too. So watch that video on my YouTube channel, Year of the Snake, for all signs, okay? And so if you're born a pig year, you're not going to do so good. This is your bad year. This is your enemy year, they call it. This is your clashing year. So people that are born, you know, in the year of the pig aren't having the greatest year. And we all get our turn. We all get our turn for the shit year. Okay. And so if you're born a pig, you need to lay low and do self-care, go on lots of vacations, stay away from the world. Don't say too much because it can be taken the wrong way. See, I think there's a couple guys. Let me just think. Trudeau, I think, and he was born in the year of the pig, and he's already starting to see um, some badness. And for him, it's probably just going to get worse if he stimulates, because pig and snake are enemies, right? So Trudeau, for example, is a pig year, born in the pig year, so he's gonna have a bad year. And I think Elon Musk is a pig year, and he's gonna have a bad year too. So just saying, we all have a turn. However, when you look at my video, the snake video, you'll see that it's more than just your year. You could have a good career, even though you have, let's say you were born in the year of the pig. So, your environment's probably not going to be so hot. You got to lay low. You got to do self-care. You got to retreat. Okay. Around the people. But then when you pull up Joey App's Spotsy chart, you have animal signs in other parts too. For example, you have whatever month you were born. That's an animal. So let's say you're born a pig year, but you are a rooster month, born in a month of the rooster. Well, that's really good luck for your career. So you could just focus on good luck in your career, focus on the rooster in your chart, and Then you have your day master, your day of birth. So I was born on the 22nd. That makes me a monkey. I'm a monkey day master. That's my health, my relationships, kind of like my body in that, right? The day master, it's almost like your rising sign in regular Western astrology. That's your day. So my day of birth, I'm a monkey day. Okay. I told you monkeys riding the coattails of these other guys, the snake, ox, and rooster this year. So see, you can look for snake, ox, rooster, or monkey in your chart in other places and see where your luck is. The luckiest animal this year is the rooster, by the way. And rooster's having just the way it works, even though we're in a snake year, but rooster is snake's buddy. And the way it works is the rooster's having the best luck. So you could use that in your life. Okay. So there we go. Good start to the beginning of this year so you could thrive and have a better year. Okay. Remember, my most important message is hang out in the Southwest a lot, activate it, do things, make phone calls there, put your work desk there, put a fan there, get it going, stimulate the Southwest corner. Put your live tree there. Most important. And then watch out for that 5 in the Northeast. Put all the metal you can. Um, Avoid it. If your front door is the Northeast and everybody's going in and out, well, you're stimulating that 5 so much. That's bad. You got to use another door. You got to use one of your side doors, maybe, or your garage door this year. If your door is in the Northeast, you need to avoid that. Choose a different way in. Okay? And with that, I will see you later. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide from Peace River, Alberta, in Canada, helping you navigate life's energy. Oh, wait. I wanted to say something to you about the snake stuff. Okay. This can be good to predict like if your team's going to be doing all right, right? Okay, here's the thing. Alberta is a snake province. And so in hockey, Alberta teams could do well. Okay, Calgary and Edmonton. However, Edmonton's a pig, founded in the year of the pig. And remember, I said pig and snake. So I'm not sure about Oilers, to be honest. But Calgary could be hot this year. Alberta team, snake and some snake stuff, and rooster stuff, I think. Okay, because remember I said rooster's the luckiest. So looking for rooster on a team captain, maybe the team captain born on the year of the rooster, or the team itself founded in the year of the rooster could do very well. Now, Montreal Canadiens have a lot of good, there's snake stuff there. There's rooster stuff there. I don't know. It looks like Montreal Canadiens could do very well this year compared to other years. So that looks cool. So just saying, you could sort of predict a little bit of how a team might do. So that's cool. So again, we're looking for rooster and snake teams this year, and maybe a little bit of ox too. But snake and rooster if you're founded or born or something like that, you've got that vibe. Snake rooster has good chances in the sports. I did a video too about which social media, and I looked at Instagram, LinkedIn, all these things when they were founded. I found that YouTube is a rooster. YouTube was founded in a year of the rooster, and so YouTube should do pretty hot this year. So I'm going to make sure to do more YouTube stuff this year, for example, right? TikTok, before people were asking me, what about, we're hearing that it might be banned and all this. This was a while ago, and I made a video about that. I don't think it's going to be banned, but because they're a year of the monkey, and monkey's doing pretty well this year because they're riding the coattails of other, right? I remember I said that. So TikTok, I said on my video, I don't think it's getting banned, and then I pulled some cards, and the card said shifting hands, buying, somebody's going to buy this company, it's going to be shifting hands that way. And sure enough, as we can see now, I think it got banned for like 14 hours. Everybody's freaking out. um it did get banned for 14 hours, and then I was like, oh well, my prediction's wrong. But then it came back up after 14 hours, I think it was. And then now they're talking about it switching hands. So we'll see who buys that. So that's, I hope TikTok stays. I like TikTok. It's fun. I make really good money on TikTok too, to be honest. Like, TikTok's really great for monetary, and everybody wins. So it's fun. So there. but YouTube is going to be hot this year. Um, Maybe to get more traction in your business if you do lives and stuff. So I'm going to be, and then Instagram was okay. LinkedIn was, I don't know. They were just sort of keep going with it if it's working for you, of course. But you might want to spend a little more attention this year on the YouTube and the TikTok. I think Facebook is a monkey too, which is going to do year this pretty good this year too. I think that was so Facebook, TikTok, and then especially YouTube. Those are good, and I think that it's good to spread your um what's it called? Diversification, right? Diversifying in your life. So, and I know a lot of people say you should just focus on one. Okay, well, if you're just going to focus on one, I would probably choose YouTube this year to focus on. And secondary TikTok is what I would probably do. And if TikTok does, in fact, get banned again or whatever happens, then Facebook will be good to get more people into your world, to have uh a better quality of lead. Because on TikTok, for example, you get all sorts of people. You know what I mean? You get all sorts of people. But you know, Facebook and YouTube this year, I think, are pretty good to get quality leads. And quality is better than quantity. That's what I think. Oh, Donna, you said Microsoft is possibly buying TikTok. Interesting. I did not know. Donna likes YouTube too. Yeah, I like YouTube. I like YouTube, but I really have fun on my live events on TikTok. To be honest, like I get so many people. The other day I had 8,000 and some views and likes and all this stuff, and people were just giving me gifts and money, and I was like, oh my God, this is awesome, right? Some days are just really good. By the way, today is a 28th day, and I want to say, since we're talking numbers, yeah, this universe runs on numbers. That's the total it. All this astrology, all these cards, everything starts with what? Numbers. Numbers are the language of the universe. 1 to 9. The numbers 1 to 9 are the building blocks of in the way we communicate, or the way source God kind of communicates with us, all the things, right? How we can decode is always starts through something having to do with numbers.